Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. For I weigh in tonight at an astonishing 197 pounds. I hail from Medford and Salem, Oregon. Mr. OneManCast. OneManCast. And today, we are playing and continuing the run of Neptunia Sisters versus Sisters. I am going to make this my number 75th platinum. That, my friends, is the mission. Sorry, I figured this would be my new intro to give me a little bit more spark and personality. Lead into the more somewhat obnoxious traits I have. Because I know how the fan base views me, they find me absolutely obnoxious. And that's perfectly fine. In fact, if people find me obnoxious, I'm just going to lead into it. That's the goal. Have you ever seen that pro wrestler, Mr. Kennedy? That's basically what I'm going off of. Well, he's really cool. He's a cool wrestler. He's a good wrestler, and he does his own introductions. Therefore, it makes him really cool. He's the kind of guy who encourages me to keep my voice loud and proud, you know? To never be afraid to use my voice. It's a good lesson we could all learn. Very wholesome. Alright, so. Thank you. Thank you. You're such a great daughter. You're like, God damn it, you're making me cringe. Yar, you be making me cringe. Good thing they have elevators now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have elevators. Hey, you know what? That's okay. Bubbly is cute, and it's a good thing. Ladies, don't be afraid to be cute. Don't let society bring you down. It's okay. It's okay. Good. That's how it should be. Now then, how do I go up into the natural tower stuff? Is this a thing? Trying to do this old natural tower thing. I want to do like, the trophy for the natural tower. Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, that was out of nowhere. The mob boss is back at it again. Yep. The Godfather has been ready and willing. Though, not gonna lie, I don't know where I'm gonna be doing after this. I'm thinking for the sake of a review video, I'll do that stupid DMC reboot. Because I came across a startling revelation in DMC2. DMC2 is actually not that bad. Yeah, you heard me right. I said it. It's not that bad. And I will fight to the death for that. I will fight to the death for that statement. Tonight's not going to be a big one. So, what the rundown is that, yep, that was the goal. Glad somebody gets it. Because I think that's the sort of personality I have in general. So I thought I'd lean into it a bit. Because when I look back at his work, it really resonates with me personally. It encourages me to never stop being loud and proud. You know, even though there's no ladders, I feel like this is still appropriate because it's all empty. What a thrill. What darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'm melting to you. Sorry. It just feels way too empty. Yeah, but still. It's lackluster, but it's just as lackluster as DMC1. And it still has a better story than DMC Reboot. Why are we judging that game on things that other games are guilty of? Why is it that the albatross is on DMC2 and DMC2 alone? Also, are people really resentful over SMT? Like, to me, that would be a cool thing. That's just me, though. Still, it's equally as empty, though. It's depressingly so. Look how fucking huge this city is, and look how very little people are here. Am I more insane than I normally am? So basically people hate it or like it depending. Got it. I still consider it superior to Persona, though. I know I'm going to get hate for that statement, but I don't care. It's superior to Persona. Because this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. This is fucking ridiculous. A city this size should not be this empty. I know there's like a story reason for this, but even then, that's a little ridiculous. Like, for fuck's sake, come on, people. This is what I mean by, like, IFI not knowing what they're doing. No, I do not. I haven't played Mega Man in a while. But I do know Okusenman. Happy birthday to them. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a 2. Sweet! Happy birthday. Ah, so people are feeling a little disrespected. Explains a lot. Like, it's mostly abandoned, but it's, like, not. There's, like, an occasional person here or there. And that's what's grating. It's like they knew that they had to populate it somewhat. Like, they'll throw in a rando here and there, but there is no way you can write this off as the rest of the populations are neats and hikikomoris. Yeah, exactly. 2. Sweet. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but this is a fucking metropolis. You can't, like, write off 99% of people as people being neats and hikikomoris or whatever. There is just no fucking way. Like, I live in a much smaller city of Salem, and even in the midst of the pandemic, it was nowhere near as lacking in population. There were still people walking. In fact, the nightlife has more, during the pandemic, had more people in the nighttime than the daytime. So I don't buy for a single fucking second that this is a feasible fucking outcome for a city this fucking large. Yeah, I am so jittery. I've ingested way too much caffeine. Oh boy, we're in true ending territory. Like, do you like when it? I'm like right now. My arms are feeling like sore yet heavy. Why do people feel like ripping on my fucking baldness all the time? It's not an attractive trait to women. Come on. No woman's gonna be on a date, a dating app thinking, you know what? I want to date a fucking person who looks like they're right straight out of the goddamn neo-Nazi camps. Like, no one's gonna go into a thing saying, you know what? I'm going to date a bald guy. And no woman's looking into that. True, I am. Very much so. However, at the same time, I don't exactly have the Rick Rude shining hair. I don't have I don't have the hair that makes the girls snare. I don't know if that's actually worse or not. So, not gonna lie, when it comes to Elden Green, not entirely sure I'm into it. I think I would rather just watch Maxor's videos on it than actually play it. Because it's way more entertaining. Why can't Maxor write all the From Software games? How is that douchebag, by the way? Ah. Yes, I was. Whomever thought that grid environment was a good idea needs to be shot in the back of the head like Old Yeller. Sorry, not sorry, but I fucking hate that grid dungeon. It was a bad idea then in V2. It's a bad idea now. But this game feels like it's like really trying to hit like the nostalgia beats. Like that's what it's clearly going for. It didn't help I was drowsy as fuck. And I had like forgotten exactly what I needed to do to get it done. Yeah, fuck that goddamn grid dungeon. I fucking hate that grid dungeon. Oh, whatever else hellspawn do we have here? Which one? There's like 4 different ones. Are you thinking of Four Goddesses Online? Which is arguably probably the best one. Oh yeah, I mean it's all the same weird Vertigo bullshit. Oh, you're talking about Mega Attack Mention Blanc v Zombies. They changed the name of that, by the way. Oh, then that's Action U. Because Action U is the only game that had parts break or clothing break. Action U was alright. It's not like groundbreaking. But it's not bad either. It's the way I describe it is inoffensive, which sounds so fucking pretentious to say. I know, I'm sorry. I know it sounds pretentious as fuck to say, but that's the best way I can fucking describe it. If, well, honestly, that's a charitable comparison. Oculus Trip is actually pretty good. It was a lot better than I remember. And honestly, I gave that game an 8 out of 10. Undead and Undressed, right? That game, I don't know why I ever actually hated that game. I'm actually very disappointed that I ever hated the game. Holy fuck. I feel downright ashamed to have hated that game. I wish I could play PSP games, but one of my roommates when I was living in Albertina, Kerr, very cursed group home, fucking threw it against the floor and shattered it. And my old man was in the process of fixing it, But then you find out about the whole cancer thing. So, yeah, no, that's a bitter sticking point. And I never bought a PSP again because of that. Just out of, like, the fact that it just really signifies a personal trauma and guilt. So, like, I can't even look at one in the face or whatnot. Yeah. A lot of, bitter memories, shall we say. It's not pleasant. I remember playing like all the SmackDown versus Raw games. I remember playing Liberty City Stories, which is basically the PSP port for the PS2 game. And it's 14 years down the line, so it's just very difficult to be able to enjoy something like that when it reminds you of that. Like, again, the bitter part isn't the PS Vita or PSP thing, it's the fact that, the whole cancer thing. That's like PSPs are temporary, but people like my old man are forever. And yeah, I'm gonna whinge on it despite, because just I don't believe a person should just be moved on from on principle. Yes, it does. Fucking thank you. Like, one of my issues with society right now is that we move on too quickly from people dying. Well, again, remember, I'm talking about a PSP that I had broken, not a Vita. Fun story, though. I actually bought a Vita and a PS3 from my buddy for $150. Um, and, yeah. That's like, my buddy to this day thinks that's his, like, most regrettable sale. Because he's like, goddamn. Like, he goes and he looks at, like, the, general fucking, uh, not good. We're getting some quality item, or quality kills here. So, he didn't realize, like, the market value for a PS3 and a, Vita in the, like, 2014-ish. So he sold me at a time where it was still relatively valuable to hold for both PS3 and PSP Vita, or PS Vita. Like, he had no idea. And then he goes online and looks like at the eBay market price, and he's like, I could have sold that for like $300 fucking dollars. Then again, he was also during the time where I helped him through a suicide attempt, so he just decided to cut his losses because I helped him kind of, rehab after his attempts back then. So he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna like harp on it too much because it's like, I helped him get through all that. I was I was there by his side while he would be in a drunken fucking stupor. Because that's just the kind of man I am. Because I believe that we move. Yeah, I've never done it myself, though. Thankfully. But I have rehabbed him from that as a result. He used to think that prior to that I was just, like, objectifying him and treating him as something to be used. But he said that the moment I started rehabbing him from it, the more he realized that he was more valuable than he gave himself credit for. And that was the point. That was the point. Because again, I think that we as a society are too willing to move on way too quickly. And I take personal umbrage on that on a personal and maybe even moral scale. I think that if we as a society recondition ourselves to value life more, we might actually get this shitty world back on track. Because if people start feeling like they actually fucking matter, and people don't fucking move on every 2 fucking minutes, as if human death is a Twitter trend, there might actually be some sort of salvageability for this goddamn fucking planet. I mean, I doubt it. And like, he makes all the same mistakes I used to make and in record time. At least when I made those mistakes of alienating people from me, I was getting close to breaking 1K. I wasn't at 200. I didn't even wait until I had like 200 subs. I was like at 800 something. Like, he's all of my mistakes but on adrenaline. Which is sucky. Because now I kind of know how Gloated Eagle Sky felt about me. You know, here I am trying to like help build him, and now he's like just so much of an ass. So now I kind of have a general window as to how some people felt about me back in my mistakes. But there's a difference between Dante, El Exterminados, and I. I'm willing to evaluate myself and question myself of, did I do everything the right way? Oh, cool. That's cool. Like, I'm always a person who can step back and, ask themselves, did I do everything in my power to do what I think is right today? Yeah, that seems like a kind of a bad mentality. Yeah, and that's another thing. If there's a bad glitch, you have to look at the context of the situation. I come from a background of like speech and debate and other academia, so when I see a backlash, sure I may react emotionally at first, but then when I'm separated from the situation, I would be like, okay, so what can I do better to avoid this problem in the future? It took me some time to kind of remember that mentality, but it's a mentality I tend to go with anyways. My motto is be better today than you were yesterday, and be better tomorrow than you are today. That's sort of my mentality. But yeah, I kind of start to understand how certain people who kind of paved the way for me tend to feel about me. Because I see it reflected in Donde el Exterminados. Like, fuck, I miss the days when he and I would actually get along. Him not being a dumbass. And I call him Dante because there's a buddy of mine who calls himself Dante, son of Sparta. Yeah, I know, they're two different people. Shocker, I know, right? Yeah. Well, times can be tough, but you kind of have to persist through. There's just... Are you gonna, like... Here's the question you have to ask yourself. Are you going to step forward, or are you going to allow people to step on you? If you don't want to be stepped on, you have to step forward. I know that probably sounds cheesy as fuck, and I don't really care. But that's just my mentality on the matter. And I'm not the kind of guy who lets himself be trampled on. Well, not all the time. I mean, if it's a hot chick and some roleplay, maybe. She has to be at least like an 8 out of 10. But even then, that's just in, that's in foreplay. That's not in, like, general life. uh, jokes aside. Jokes aside. You just kind of have to figure out what you want in life and see how you can get it in the best and most effective manner possible. Like, here's another question. Why did he get so mad at calling him dead weight? Like, I don't know why, but he seemed to have taken that as a personal attack. But, like, he played DMC5, right? I was playing along with his buddy because Nero's his favorite character. Like, Nero's his favorite character. And so I was making jokes and memes with it. Like, I wasn't actually calling his actual friend dead weight. That was one of the memes in the game. Like, and then he took that as a personal attack and then personally attacked me for it. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? Like, all I was trying to do was play along. Like, the whole dead weight gimmick is actually a well done piece of character development. Striker, are you sure you don't want to take back those words? Yeah. Well, at least I'm glad your family members got to live a full life, though. No, don't worry about it, Striker. No worries. I'm just asking if you want to keep those words because they actually do. They actually have a PS5 and an upgrade. It even has like a unique mode called Legendary Dark Knight mode. Check it out. Anyways, here's the thing, Scotty. My old man died at the age of 38. He died young. Like, I'm not, like, making it a comparison thing. I just think it's tragic that people can die from young ages like that. Yeah. Their version is a little bit better. It has ray tracing, for one. It implements ray tracing. Two, it has Legendary Dark Knight mode. Like I said, about the death thing, it's not like a dick measuring contest. I just think that in evaluation, it's kind of a tragedy. The idea is that people should be able to hopefully live as long as they possibly could. No worries, man. Like I said, it's not a comparison as much as it is a moralistic story of people should be living full lives. And not gonna lie, 60 is a good year to go out on. I mean, it's not the utmost best, but it's pretty solid. At the age of 16, you'll have kids, you'll have grandkids, you'll get to know many joys and struggles, and experience things that, people at the age of 38 don't. A lot of people at the age of 38 don't get to walk their daughters down the aisle, and hand off their hand in marriage. They won't. Not everyone will be able to. You'll be able to. Witness your first grandchildren, they'll be able to see the grandchildren that they have go from just being a tiny baby to being a grown adult. Sure, there's a lot of pains and heart, physical aches, but it's generally considered a welcome trade-off because ultimately you get to experience all those wonderful things. The more life you live, the more you get to enjoy. I believe that the longer you live, the more opportunities you get to even enjoy those in the first place. So that to me is what the trade-off of life is. The older you get, sure you get physical aches and pains, but the mental and emotional rewards are ultimately worth it. I intend to live as long as I possibly could, even though my health issues severely shorten my lifespan. And yeah, I may be a sappy old fool, but that one of the things I never understood about people is why they call me an edgelord. I feel like it's the same effect as the Kiryu effect, where his life seems dark and edgy, just because it's like almost like a film noir level of Hey, Mr. Lucifer. Ah, that makes sense. I feel like that insult no longer holds any merit. Like, how can you take your words to hold any merit if you get the definition wrong all the time? I actually like a lot of the wholesome shit. That's what I enjoy out of like Cosmic Kiryu. Sure, he goes all this through this hard shit, but he makes it a choice to be a person of upstanding moral character. What I enjoy about Kiryu is that even in his darkest times, he still holds to his values. And to me, that's pretty fucking cool. Yep, that is right. Exactly. How you doing, Lucifer? If you're wondering why we're grinding, it's to get some quests done. Want to raise some shares a little bit. Doing pretty solid. Enjoying myself a little bit with this weird fumbling around. We're in chapter 5 still, I think. Possibly chapter 6. And what we're doing is we're doing a little bit of a grind a little bit. We're trying to get some of these quests completed. Though we might step out from the missions a little bit and head towards the main quest. Oh, look. Item. Cool. Anyways. Hey, look, we're at 50-50. You know what? That's perfect. As long as we don't step above 70%, we should be fine. It says in the fucking wiki that you have to be somewhere between 30 and 69%. All the different stuff says differing answers. What? Wait, what? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? How's that supposed to work? How's that supposed to work? What the heck happened? Why did I just randomly get a random fucking Mass Effect 3 choice out of fucking nowhere? Like, I'm pretty sure Nintendo has, like, no relevance whatsoever to fucking Mass Effect. Why did I just randomly get a Mass Effect thing? What the fuck, man? I don't even know what that choice was about. Mass Effect's a good series, though, I hear. I'm not, like, ripping on Mass Effect. I'm just saying, like, that level of choices was, like, so out of nowhere for me. Holy shit, man. Now we're just grinding along. I don't know why we're doing that. Now that I think about it, it seems kind of silly. We're in the midst of a mission, not to do quests. I'm an idiot when it comes to this game because I have no idea what I'm doing. In this goddamn mission. I found it. I think I found where I'm supposed to go. What I'm supposed to do. Okay. So this has to be like chapter 6, I'd say. That's just the way I see it. Sorry, robot unicorn attack. We'll deal with you later. Nope, I was wrong. Fuck my life. We're getting much stronger, in fact. And that's a good thing. The stronger we get, the better. Oh, God, a shadow. I'm so glad that you're doing that. It is. It's getting better. The game series is getting better. not quite at the standards I have for it. I think I might actually eventually do a video on Mega Dimension V2 and how there will never be another Neptunia game like it. But for now, it's like it's improving, but it's not quite there yet. It's a solid, I'd say 7 or 8 out of 10, which still a nice score, but it's nothing that I gave like Neptunia V2 when I played it. So keep that in mind. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to turn on the fucking audio for this entire fucking time. Sorry about that. That was dumb of me. Thanks as always to Goddess Shadow for the clips she makes. She does wonderful work. Yay, Higurashi leveled up. What a silly thing to say. For me to say, I should say. Hey, Lunacrest! Welcome. So we're on the path. Oh, come on now. My voice isn't that dreamy. Besides, why is it always guys who say that shit? God damn it. Make sure we differentiate between El Exterminados and Son of Sparta. Son of Sparta's a cool dude. El Exterminados, not so much. You know what's funny? I actually expect a real-life Dante that we know, and actually looks like the reboot Dante, and he just has a complex about it. That'd be a story. So we actually have to teleport back. So I realized my mistake. Which image? Also, did anybody actually like mod in El Exterminados? Or is that just me? Like, I saw people make videos about El Exterminados. But here's the thing, I wanted to make like Neptunia and Data Life themed mods for the DMC games. Like, that's one of the things I want to try and do. How you doing? I'm doing great. I'm getting closer and closer to the edge. Closer and closer to the end. To the end. Trying to see how long it takes me to speed run my platinum. because I'm trying to get all the stuff done as soon as I possibly can. I want to see what the platinum speedrun is for this. Last I checked, an even 50-50. That'll be raised a couple percentages, but we will be there soon enough. I believe we're in chapter 6. No, I will not. I hear that PSO2 is an MMO. I don't really like MMOs. They are not for me. I've tried to get into MMOs before. I did Elder Scrolls Online. I did Final Fantasy XIV. Haven't tried Black Desert yet, but I have no confidence. Nothing against people who play it, but I've never found that right one. Every time, there's always something that keeps me from playing it. Like, I wanted to platinum the hell out of 14, and then all the people I was going to be friends with and play with, we just, like, never had a chance to click. My buddy Captain Ledouche couldn't get enough people, and we had all different schedules. And one of the issues was that my sleep schedule would have to be completely fucked up in order to make that work. I'd have to be awake around 5 to 6 a.m. when I'm most tired. I heard about that one too. Here's the thing about Final Fantasy though. Some games I actually want 100%. Like, I eventually want to try 100%ing 15. I think I could be able to pull that off. Oh hey, we're facing off against Maho! And we're gonna kick her ass. Somebody's gonna get the ass kicked. Somebody's gonna get the wig split. And here it comes! Getsuga Tensho with Shades! Round 2! Good call, my cultured friend. That is a cultured answer. And probably the only acceptable one. You know what's crazy about RuneScape? Its fucking multiplayer servers are better than the Neptunia games that had multiplayer. Sad though that sounds, I know. Somebody's gonna get the ass kicked. Somebody's gonna get the wig split. True. I'm so glad I have people who understand very cultured choices here. That was the closest I ever got into an MMO was RuneScape. Trust me, I'm part of that culture. I was part of that culture too. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, if you're wondering why I'm liking all the evil posts, it's because the evil posts, lower my percentage rate. Ooh, I like this one too. I guess liking those didn't lower it for some reason. I never got to be able to play Club Penguin, man. And I'm disappointed. Because I should have been able to play it. I didn't, which sucks, but oh well. Oh, why is it that every time I remember that one, it's always in hindsight? Probably so, yeah. She's like, fuck that, I don't want to be part of this clown show. Like, I could actually imagine Blanc thinking that it's a complete clown show. Like, she's like, fuck that, I want nothing to do with this goddamn clown show. Ah, you know what's funny, guys? It's the fact that, like, when Persona 5 told me not to use offensive terms and languages, like, it tells me, don't use offensive terms and languages. And I'm just like, dude, do you understand how the Streisand effects and Prohibition effect works? If you're gonna tell me not to be offensive, I'm going to be offensive. Like, I wasn't gonna ever use offensive terms until you told me not to. Like, why would you tell me not to pick that? Like, not to pick anything offensive. Like, you didn't have to mention it. I could have called it, like, One Man Fam or One Man Crew or something. But nope. No, but she is an honorary member. But you know what? Now that you remind me, even though she's at, like, she and Rama are at the bottom of the totem pole in that regard, they do deserve shades. Oh, there's only one left, so we're gonna give him the uni. The Shades Event Mafia. But so we were going the right. Those would take too many letters. I don't think they have that enough of character room there. I think it has like a limitation. Hey yo. Oh hey, we're getting Nep. Totally don't look forward to how she's gonna be factored in the story. I just hope the main studio learns from their previous mistakes. Yep. Yep, it was. Yep, it was. You know it's Sun. It definitely was. And hey, the first iteration of the main event Mafia was awesome. The only thing that kind of sucked about it was, like, they buried the next generation. Like, I don't know if you ever saw that promo from Scott Steiner, but he murdered the next generation. And I think I felt like that one Simpsons episode where they were like, "Stop, he's already dead." Like, that's how I felt about that. Like, Scott Steiner, no matter how, like, insane and incomprehensible he is, he's still, like, the best at just fucking promos, man. Scott Steiner was something else when it came to promos. Like, do not fuck with the dude. He is not gonna fuck around. And if you fuck around, you're gonna find out. Like, I do not... Like, imagine you're a pro wrestler, right? And it's your first promo, and your opponent is TNA Scott Steiner. If you're not pissing in fear, you either have a lot of balls or you're a complete fucking idiot. Sometimes those two are not necessarily mutually exclusive. Because, God, he was just ridiculous. He was way better than he had any right to be. Like, he had no right to be that good. Pretty much. When it came to Scott Steiner, abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, and here's the thing, man. Like, he then went on to cut a promo. Exactly. You know what's weird? They, like, localized Holmes in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, but that was only in the English localization. They still called him Sherlock Holmes in the original Japanese dialogue. So, I'm just here thinking, like, why? Like, why would you care about whether, there's a copyright with Sherlock Holmes? Because Japan certainly doesn't. Japan apparently didn't give a fuck about licensing and copyright. Yeah, I keep hearing that, but the problem is that the Japanese language calls him by his actual original name. I don't know. And here's the worst part. Japan has a worse copyright system. Like, they have zero concept of fair use. Like, fucking Toei will, like, fucking give you a strike for a 3-second image of a One Piece video. But fucking, they still called him Sherlock Holmes. So I don't know where the West has, like, any right to complain about copyright. Yeah, absolutely. But you guys understand my dilemma, right? Why is it that a stricter copyright system can do what they do, but they can't do it with, yeah, exactly. So why is it that they're able to do that in fucking Japan? Not necessarily. Here's the thing. I don't hate it, but a certain anime arc completely turned me off of it. And that was Thriller Bark. However, I've been hearing positive things about the later arcs, so I may try to get back into it. But I'm kind of nervous about it. Because the idea that I have to probably watch like hundreds and hundreds of more episodes sounds like an entirely terrifying prospect. It's a super terrifying prospect. It's like watching the entirety of Gintama all over again. Sure, it's probably got a lot of quality to it, but man, that just sounds like a tall task. That sounds like a super daunting task. Yep, I figured as much. I mean, that's fair. Capcom's stingy anyways. I get it. But yeah, you guys can relate to the idea of like watching several hundred new episodes is a terrifying idea. Like, how do you even sit down for all that? Props to those who can, though. Much respect to those who can. Yes, I do, actually. You know that, Ludacrest. I studied the whole, like, monsoon thing. Right? Oh my god, Sexy Legs Histoire! That's a thing. By the way, people like. Like, I'm not like dick measuring or anything like that, but it's still a terrifying idea. The fucking liking all the evil posts were supposed to like give me like liking all the evil posts was supposed to give me a lower my shares. So what's going on with that? I have zero idea what's going on there. Yeah, but that was also done in fun fact, that was also done in Victory, so I don't know. To be fair, they're both equally as bad. I don't know, maybe I feel bad for Noir. Like, did she develop Stockholm Syndrome for that? Like, did that become her, Yeah, sadly it is. It's sadly behaving. Like, I feel like this somehow became a fetish, and that's why she's attracted to Neptune. Like, the idea of that sounds completely disturbing. Imagine Noir. Imagine an alternate universe where Noir has landed on it. She kind of gets and kind of develops a kink after that. I know. I'm saying, like, in a theory, like, the idea that it may or may not be, like, that sort of thing. It's kind of a terrifying prospect. Like, can you blame me? Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. I like to sing with the radio. I like to play real loud. I like to drive like the top down, rolling like thunder, always drawing a crowd. Every babe's gonna want a piece of me, yeah. I stare into the mirror. I like the things I see. Can you blame me? Like, that's like Noir in a nutshell. You know what I just realized? That's Noir in a fucking nutshell. That Zack Ryder song is actually something I can imagine being a theme song for Noir. Holy shit. Like, that's a moment of zen right there. Matt... I don't know if we can call him Matt Cardona anymore. Moose kind of just buried him by calling him Mid Cardona. True. Very true. You know what would be nice? Is if we can get DLC of past characters in this game. Like, imagine Iris Heart, Yellow Heart, Orangey Heart. All the old classics come back as DLC. Or even better, have all those come out as DLC in an original story. Now that's an idea. Yeah, I'm trying to improve my singing. As you can tell. I may or may not be able to do a karaoke stream together with a VTuber. Which, if I do manage to have the money to afford it, that is going to be a fun couple of songs to be released. I really want to get, like, karaoke songs up and running. And who knows, maybe it might make my channel a little bit popular. I would really would like to reach 2K by the end of the year. I know it's probably unrealistic, but I'm gonna shoot for the stars anyways. Shoot for the moon, for even if you miss, you land amongst the stars. That's my mentality on that. I legit want to see if I can get to 2K by the end of the year. Once I get all my review backlogs completed, I mean, I'm going to be doing some more Neptunia-themed mini-series. Like, 2 of them I have off the bat are Neptunia Pitches and Neptunia Revival. Now, what is Neptunia Revival, you ask? Neptunia Revival is a gimmick where I take all the past games, well, all the important past games, and I put my own spin and take on it. Like, if I think something needs severe improvement, or if I have, like, a retrospective idea... see, look, I even got you, like, intrigued. Or maybe a little sus, even. I want to kind of do as much as I can. Because I do want these miniseries to kind of take off. My goal is to reach 2K, but, you know, 2K by the end of the year might be a fun goal to go for. I don't call them God tier anymore. What I'm doing is I'm taking all those reviews that I'm doing, and I'm going to be, like, taking a weird little thematic theme to it. So, like, there's, like, if you look at the review for, that show, Yofukashi no Uta, notice what the subtitling was. Peace, power, and profundity in simplicity. I'm gonna keep going with gimmicks like that, because to me that gives kind of like a flowery, poetic style of, oh, and I'll do a react series here and there. Oh wow, I did not know that. That is actually a scene. Because I feel like certain games could be revived. And when I mean revived, I mean like remade and rewritten in a way. Yeah, I know, right? Yofukashi no Uta, or in English, Call of the Night. I'm gonna be like coming up with neat little subtitlings. And I'm gonna take those subtitlings and make that into a kind of a gimmick. Where it's like poetic, verbose, and having a little theme. I feel like I don't need to label it as a God tier review, because when I look at it, I think like it's too on the nose, kind of grotesque. Like, it's not a bad gimmick, don't get me wrong. How's it going, Fusandra Kerplinko? Interesting name. I like the name. It's a good name. Stands out. Anyways, everything has a theme of subtitle. That way it's kind of more subtle and poetic. Kind of an evolution of my review style. Yeah, I know, right? I'll run ahead of you until you eventually catch up. Oh, okay. Seems like I need to eventually get to Rebirth 1 again. I'm getting closer to 100%ing that on Steam. So we are, in fact, in Chapter 6. Okay. So, restroom breaks real quick. Oh, it was even a voiced line. Awesome. So here's the deal, guys. In a couple of hours, I will have to cut things short because I do have counseling in the morning. Or not in the morning, in the afternoon. You get the point. I won't be able to stay up until like 5 a.m. in this case. Anyways. Back to what we were doing. Mods. Clean up the trash. Wrong again. Every time one of these 1DS bots come up, please clean them up. Mods. Thank you. What an apt way to describe him. So mods, whenever you see one of these 1DS accounts, please help me out and get rid of them. Hello, Olin Studios. Hi, welcome. That's definitely not the answer. It says... What the fuck? Man, do we have a means of getting to the Coliseum? Are we supposed to go to a Coliseum? Sorry, trying to find the way here. But you know what intrigues me the most? Society damns all of those who don't conform, who don't... No, I know. I'm just saying overall, yeah, no. When I'm... Yeah, that's not your fault. I get it, man. Just like when he appears, just like immediately hide this, the account. That's basically what I'm asking for. You don't have to come up with like a response or anything. Just that there's like at the end of a sentence or a post, there's little 3 dots and it says hide user. That's basically all it is. Oh, what's this now? Yeah. I just feel like his criticisms of me are like fucking hypocritical. He's enabling a society that is benefiting less and less people every day. Then he says that like it's to boost my SSI, which 2 problems. 1, it's not SSI. 2, getting that position would literally get rid of any social benefits. Like, but the trade-off is that I'd be making exponentially more money. Do you know how much senators make a fucking year starting part? They make $200K a year starting wages. That is obscene, and that's not even counting all like the fucking payoffs that people could pay senators for. Like, yeah, Holy is right. And when you consider all the payoffs people can do and shit, if, people want to take those, you could be making millions a year. Precisely. Personally, I would rather make 200K, but still keep my personal values intact, than to sell out and make $1 million. Because I'm personally motivated by more personal, emotional issues. And that is always going to be what drives me. That person is simply afraid that... Alright, thanks for stopping by. Personally afraid of change. People want change until it does not suit their convenience. But if it's all about change that suits convenience, is it really change at all? I say no. I didn't run away. Nice framing, though. You know what happened? I went and left in solidarity. It had nothing to do with questions. It was that somebody was being unfairly escorted. Someone was being unfairly escorted for having a camera. Oh no, someone has a camera. Oh no. We had a professional people who did not have any professionalism at all. That is what happened, dumb fuck. You just want to frame it as such for your convenience. That's all it is by the end of the day. I did what I thought was the right thing to do and stand up for that person. Not like you would ever fucking know what integrity is. Because you don't understand how integrity works. Yep, it got rid of his account. Oh, and by the way, Jacob Tillpiller, You like to talk about, run your fucking mouth about, running away, but me leaving that event probably doubled the amount of votes I got. Not only did it make the person I defended happy, which in of itself is a prize I am happy for. However, it also probably doubled my votes. I had 406 votes, which is way more than I expected. And here's the other deal. It had nothing to do with running away. It's a stupid idea. Also, two things. One, I went to 2 events. 2, I could only do those events because that was all I could afford. I had nothing but my own cash to fund my campaign. It's not that I wouldn't, it's that I physically could not. It helped me realize that self-funding has its limitations. So yeah, leaving in solidarity with someone is not running away. I didn't run, I walked away casually. Don't fuck. Fam, these stupid fucking trolls. Yes, thank you. He is very terminally online and he needs psychiatric help. He really needs a cure of his one man derangement syndrome. Like, it is not healthy how much this person obsesses with me. I literally have done nothing wrong to him. Whether he believes to the contrary or not, does not matter. I don't even know if daily does it justice. I think it's like minute by minute. Like, he has... Like, some of my friends have, like, theorized that he has some sort of weird sexual attraction. Not even my words. But, like, words of my friend Kelly. She's like, he's one of those stalkers of mine. And I don't like it. Why is it always the dudes? Hey, look, it's Noir! And Neptune. So, I don't think it's just daily. I think it's every waking fucking moment. And it's fucking creepy. He needs severe emotional counseling. Like, I can't even hate the guy. The person is so pathetic that I can't hate the person. I would feel like a bad person for hating him. Oh, hey, it's the Toho girl. The series that ripped off Devil May Cry 1 and the Battle of Mundus. So tell me. Like, this is a guy who just wants to be a part of the community, but the problem is that he fucked up. He may have had people on his side if he wasn't such a colossal moron about it. Like, he has done everything in his power to get people to believe opposite of what he believes. And it's kind of sad. Because if he wasn't always attacking people, he may have had an audience. I know, right? I love her voice actress. It may even be the same as Toka's. I'm not entirely sure. Like, that's what he doesn't quite understand. The reason why my platform works, despite my sometimes questionable viewpoints, is because I present it in a way that leaves some room for interpretation, that leaves some level of voice to people who oppose me. I don't try to shut people down or shut down the right to an opinion. I give people some breathing room. Because unlike him, I'm a consummate professional. Yes, I have. And here's the problem with that troll. He's been doing this for 3 goddamn years. Shit you not. 3 years. This guy needs to be checked into a mental ward for the sake of his health. And we're gonna destroy the Dark Knight. Gatsuga Tensho with shades. Welcome back, Luna. That's why they call her Luna Crest. She's back. She's back. Wait, what? What is this a trophy for now? How do I keep getting weird random trophies at weird inordinate times? Like, wow. Yeah, he does, because he is. And it's sad, because he could have had a platform of grievances had he gone a different way about it. Like, I'm not a perfect man, and I've got plenty of demons in my past. But goddamn, man. Oh. What do you mean? Sorry, I can you explain what you mean there, Luna? I tend to try and be open and accepting of people. I want to make sure I do things the right way. I want to make sure I'm doing things the right way here. It's one guy. Ah, I see. I'm sorry, Luna. I hold a general Confucian philosophy of treating people who, how I wish to be treated. Here's the thing, he harasses those who associate with me and those who are friends. I'm talking about Taylor Sailor, of course. He does that because he harasses me because it harasses those who associate with me and friends because he knows he can't actually affect me any other way. He knows my weakness is my friends and those who ever give me the time of day. That's what he does. Because he knows he can't, defeat me in a battle of logic. Because it's my, home territory. So he acts like a predator and goes after. Because he just has no other means of coping as a coping mechanism. Oh, I know, but they can't harass me on a regular scale, so they go after you guys. Because they know that they can't... Because they know they can't overcome me on their own. Because that's how I argue and debate. That's how I frame it. Because I have that sort of force of personality. Like I said, I am no saint. But here's the thing. I've done a lot of heinous things, but the key difference between what he portrays and what I am, the difference between that is that I've paid the price for all those previous sins and crimes. I've done my goddamn time. And I could have done more. A lot more. Right? That's a fun idea. At Higurashi, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I do like Higurashi, even though it's inferior to Umineko, don't at me. I legit think that Umineko is better than Higurashi. Now then, other days with hot takes. A lot of the things people have a hard time debating on me with is that they systematically, somehow, some way, choose to destroy their own platform. You could levy an entire myriad of accusations at me. The problem comes in is that they're so bad at articulating their actual problems that they fail to actually get to any surface level, let alone the heart of any problem someone can have with me. It's the same thing with a certain previous president. Like, the desire to criticize is there, but they're so bad at it that it obfuscates the actual criticisms you can make. That's what polarizing figures like me and a certain other someone has. That's what issues I have with the internet. Like, I believe in facing everyone's belief head on. Because unlike what people portray, I give more respect to them than they give to me. Like, a lot of people can argue with me online in bad faith, and I'll just immediately shut them down. I'll never mention their beliefs. But I choose not to on principle. Mm-hmm. It's crazy and it's psychotic. People wonder why I can tend to have a more standoffish or aloof persona. It's because it stresses me out. It stresses me out to be in a state of conflict, but people keep forcing me. Ideally, I wouldn't want that. Realistically, it happens. So when these conflicts happen, I just give up and say, you know what? Let the whole party loose. Gotta remember, people. Premise and process are everything in debate. And in criticism. And I'm not perfect in discipline either. Because I know that sometimes I can get emotional and like see someone being unfairly treated. And to me that's just wrong. I'm willing to jeopardize my entire career, political career if I think that someone needs help. That's the story of my experiences in Albany. Because I didn't run away from questions. If I would have done that, I wouldn't have appeared in the other place. I believe in actually helping people. My fellow politicians at that event all talked about helping the little guy. But when it came to, down to brass tacks, when it came back to practicing what you preach, there was only two other people who want in solidarity with me. And those two people, I respect so deeply that I am going to be working with them in projects of their own and mine in the future. I am considering having them be... we didn't necessarily win of those actions. That was never our point. The tricky part is that Christine Drazen won. Now, here's my issue. I never once got to see Christine Drazen actually speak at an event. Maybe it was because of my limitations of being able to only go to 2 events. Due to finances. Speaking of which, I actually, by getting those 2 friends, have people who could probably finance more appearances for me. So when I run for senator in 4 years, I'll be able to discuss with them and kind of how that's set up. Oh my god, not more grids. Not more fucking grids. Please, for the life of me, stop with the grids. It's fucking nightmarish. I hate grids so much. Anyways. Good excuse to continue talking about politics. I actually gained more than I lost at that event. I gained 2 people who I absolutely respect in Amber Richardson and Brandon Merritt. And I got their social connections and resources. To me, that's a net win no matter how you slice it. Sure, I was never going to win the election, but my goal was to... Because ultimately, the goal is to help people. To help people who need that one person to stand up for them. Now, when they're down and out, and they feel like nobody will stand up for them, that I can be that type of person. Because that was my old man for me. And I will never be at peace until I immortalize that legacy. Don't care how many lifetimes it fucking takes. Because nothing worth pursuing in life is ever easy. Exactly. Only 3 out of 8 candidates stood by that person. And honestly, that person being happy and moved at my actions, it's a prize worth winning that no amount of office could ever replace. That to me is a net win, no matter how many times it happens. You can run for office as many times as you wish. There are no restrictions in that regard. Yeah, that's how this works, okay. Sometimes you have to just be slow and steady in your approach. Honestly, that election process, not only was it a crash course in the general event and process, but it was also, learning the learning blocks. My family and I, we've always been a kind of family that you throw yourself into the fire, you learn and find what comes out. Nothing worth living in life will ever be easy. I'm just crazy enough to try and go for a future that's a little too grandiose sometimes. One of those crazy bastards that you always hear about. And sometimes life is just worth being a little crazy. Let's see. 1 second. No matter how many people hate me, no matter how many people despise me, it is the path I've chosen. And a man must follow through on his path until the end. Precisely. Life can be uncomfortable. That's just how it is. And honestly, out of the things I've survived and dealt with, an election here and there is no big thing. All the heinous things that have been done to me, that I've done in life, this is just fucking cakewalk. Not only have I survived a lot of heinous involvement in, sexual abuse, being gaslit and tormented by my middle school teachers, the fucking jail time I've had to serve, all the fucking crazy ass, what are they called? therapy aspects, all of that I've been through and done and have had done to me. An election for a mere path of hope, a bright future. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna give up, even when it would be easy to do so. So I believe in a path that my old man set out for me. And I'll never give up on the path. On the person who never gave up on me. People who give up on you, they're 1 in a million, or they're 1,000,000 to 1. The people who don't give up on you, 1 in a million. That's so far. Where did I fuck up?
そうすれば仲間を守れるよね。日暮さん、どうしたんですか？なんでもないよ。そうですか。もし気になることや不安なことがあったら遠慮なく言ってくださいね。ありがとう、ギアちゃん。目的地はまだ先っぽいし、もう一踏ん張りだよ。まだがないか調べるよ。
That is up for interpretation.
じゃあ、ここに記録するね。今どこにいるのかな
？I've had moments where I've been a horrible person. But ultimately, I've had people who guided me back on the right path. Ah, fuck, I fucked it up. I think I fucked up. Oh, I doubly fucked up. Alright, I have to set that up. Yeah, it is fucking insane and it's driving me nuts. And I screwed up again. How do I keep fucking this up? I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Right? Sack of others. What a beautiful comparison. True, but you have to kind of weigh those bad actions. Like I said before, it's up to perspective, really. It's what one can morally tolerate. And if some people think that the damage has been too great, understandable. These hands of mine have hurt a lot more than they feel. But I'll be damned if I don't spend the rest of my life using these hands to heal the way others have healed me. That is my purpose in life. That is the path I want. Oh no, we get to fight Higurashi! What a shocker. Sorry, I kinda got brutal and emotional there. I know that these topics are not exactly, comfortable to discuss. And I'm sorry if I kill the fun vibe sometimes. But, that's just the kind of person I am. I am often a person about sappy shit like that. And emotions sometimes are not good to be internalized. One of the things I often agree with my political opposition is that those emotions are not good to internalize. Sometimes it's okay to express them. That's the one thing about my trolls that I allow them to let loose. That much I understand. I just wish they would express it in the correct way. Then instead of hurting people, it allows them to release themselves. Uh-oh. That's not good. I need to lower this somehow. Because I'm going at breakneck speed.
まあ、私の力せいぜいここにするの？
Yeah, the thing I don't really like about the outfit is that it's so janky. I did not, actually. I never actually learned about that word in my Latin classes. They never mentioned Fulgar. They mostly taught me about the building blocks. Why are those grits a thing?
ここの敵は私と相性が悪くないはずよ。多分。次。さあさあ、張り切っていこう。これなんだろう。扉が閉まってる。
I'm sorry, guys. She will speak more when the English version comes out. It is not personal. It's just that I don't know enough about the Japanese language, and this is a speed run as much as I try to. What we're gonna do is that when the platinum comes in, we're gonna take a look at the clock, and that'll be the snapshot. Oh, I guess I don't get to do that. My goal is that, since I don't know the Japanese with this, I just speedrun it as best as I can. And then, when the English comes out, I actually experience the story. Damn it, what am I supposed to do here? I have no idea what I'm doing. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong?
私の力せいぜい役立ててちょうだい。ここにしますか？
What the fuck?
ここに行くの？新調した銃の出番。
Okay, now I'm legit confused. It says there's like a thing there for me, and then it shows that there's like not. Give me a second. I'm gonna get myself my dinner. I'm hungry.
RPG の基本だよね。これなんだろう。
It is, yeah.
今どこにいるのかな。なんでプラネタワーの警備ロボットが私たちを攻撃してくるの？わからないけど警備システムに誰かがハッキングしたのかも。そうさせないのがイースンのお仕事じゃん。 ズンのポンコツ。
That's not good enough.
お姉ちゃん言い過ぎだよ。飛びます。ジャンプ。マップ確認は RPG の基本だよね。ごめんなさい。次は追い抜かない
Oh, cool.
気をつけるね。扉が閉まってる。仕掛けがないか調べてみないと。少し早かったかな。これくらいなら大丈夫？飛びます。
Cool.
ネプテューヌさん、ネプギアさん、聞こえますか？あ、イーズ。現在、警備システムの不具合の原因を調査しています。もう少しで正常
That's really goddamn cool.
持ちこたえてください。さすが私たちのイーズ。You know。お姉ちゃん、さっきはポンコツとか言ってたのに。それはそれ、これはこれ。扉が閉まってる。仕掛けがないか調べてみないと。
So I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here.
Open the door! Jump!
Fucking finally!
どこに？このボス戦だよ。気を引き締めていこう。
覚悟するんだな、女神候補生。守護女神よ。灰色の女神よ。貴様が奪ったアイエスクリスタルを渡せ。
あ、何それ。マジ意味不なんだけど。
とぼけるつもりか。プラネタワーでのことを忘れたのか。
だから本気でわかんないんだって。
Probably.
アイエスクリスタルって何よ。
待て、そういうことか。貴様は何も知らないの
だからさ。
Apparently he works in construction.
今です。
Oh, time for it. Get ready. Getsuga Tensho with Shade.
私だってまだ終わらせません。
くらい。
覚悟してください。
Shade Mafia indeed.
私を怒らせたな。
I swear, one of these days I have to get a designer to make that.
暗い。ね。これでどうだ。暗い。
行きます僕ら行きますよはっやっ
これでどうだ。
敵を投げ払います
暗い。
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
アイテム使うね
これでどうだ。貴様の命運もここまでだ。
これを使いますね深いですよはっやっいっけー
暗い。
チャンスだよ私が決めるよいくよクロスコンビネーション
貴様の命運もここまでだ。
私が決めます
And
ここで終わる。
one second. I'm actually gonna play the EM theme.
少々分が悪いな。出直すとしよう。
One second.
何をしているか見てみましょうはあお気に入りおもろわあ素敵なおもろこれでお気に入りに登録できたかな
I guess not, no.
おもろここにしますかただいまーいっぱい働いたんだからプリン食べてもいいよね申し訳無事に戻ってくるとほっとしますねふうどんなところなんだろう疲れたよね私が料理振る舞っちゃうよ
Thank goodness for tacos.
気をつけていきましょう
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, my taco dinner, steak tacos even. Man, I've been feeling spoiled lately. Like man, I am so appreciative. Like people have been running soda errands for me, to where I don't have to put myself in pain to walk. And they're making me a lot of my favorite meals. It's fucking great, and I appreciate them every step of the way.
扉を開けるね目的地はまだ うひと踏ん張り。ダンジョンって広くて複雑だからうろうろしてるだけで疲れちゃうよね。扉を開けるね。あんまり遅いと先に行っちゃうよ。主人公たるもの、常に先頭を歩きたくなるものなのだ。えへん。
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. What? You mean I could wear
記録するの？
the fucking hoodie from one of my favorite anime girls? That means I can cosplay as a lolly. Woo! Honestly, my life would be much better if I was one. I need to get it now. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, and I want it now.
少し休憩しましょう。お姉ちゃん、こっちこっち。これでルビーの子。もう、ま。
Not me. I don't have the money for it.
ここに行くのね。ここに行くのね。安心して。
Not only do I have a Fair Fencer F game to buy, I also got a buddy I have to pay for editing.
このどこかに、
And I'm going back to the gym.
行きましょう。案内は任せたわ。
I am making it a personal mission of mine to get back to the gym.
見て見て、何か装置っぽいものがあるよ。ポチッと押してみる？
Tell you what, if you got a Porsche, come to Oregon. Be cool to hang out with some peeps.
ダンジョンって広くて複雑だから、うろうろしてるだけで疲れちゃうよね。今どこにいるのかな？もたもたしてるから追い抜いちゃったじゃない。あんまり遅いと先に行っちゃうよ。迷った時は地図を見ましょう。みんな気をつけてください。
Nice, I have money for that. Sweet.
行きます。痛いですよ。しっせい。これでおしまいですか？
True, very true.
覚悟し、やりましたよ。
Hell, I'd even wear a Nep wig or something.
これもみんなのおかげですね。案内は任せたわ。 かな。主人公たるもの、常に先頭を歩きたくなるものなのだ。敵と遭遇しちゃいました。覚悟してください。やりました。
So, down the road, I might have to intentionally lose to a boss just to, like, restart
これもみんなのおかげですね。
the entire concept.
迷った時は地図を見ま
Because
しょ
I
う。
need to keep myself under 69 by chapter 11.
今どこ
Or at least that's if the wiki is to be trusted.
どこ行くの？迷った時は地図を見ましょう。
Of course, you can't trust everyone, but that'll be for a different time.
案内は任せたわ。
I am gonna do an in-person channel intro.
見て、あそこに何かあるわ。
Giggity. Ah, man.
ちゃんと行き先は決めてあるの？今どこにいるのかな。先を見てくるわね。主人公たるもの、常に先頭を歩きたくなるものなのだ。私たちの思い出の強敵だけど、いつもみたいに戦えば大丈夫。
私が殺すべき相
No, what?
手。よし。
No, no, don't go after him.
私が殺すべき相手。
Ah, he's too weak.
お前だ。
God damn it.
私はお前を
I need to start getting opponents that can actually kill us.
抗いたくば向かってこい。
アンリーが足を許せなくても足は戦えないよ。二人ともお願いだから
I would too.
殺し合
I
い
just hope I could get in time for it.
うるさい。
Because I don't have any money until next month.
惑わすな。邪魔をするな。
アンリちゃん、どうしてもマホちゃんと戦うの？
マホは両親の仇なのよ。マホを殺して復讐を果たすわ。
アンリー、二人は友達でしょ？あんなに仲良しだったのに。
今の私を見ても友達だって言うのなら私の復讐の邪魔をしないで。
アンリちゃん、
両親の仇。
Holy shit. Uni, or whomever, sorry, might be Nepgear, went fucking ham. Holy shit. Oh, thank goodness. It's not a special release item. Good. That means I'll be able to buy it in October. The shades are unstoppable. You cannot stop the shades. We are bringing back the goddamn 80s and 90s, folks. Where's shades in the inside? Where's shades during the night? And do it proudly. So here's how we're doing it. We're going to change up the party. And it's just going to be Nepgear, We're gonna let ourselves get killed.
いつもみたいに戦
Keep in mind, we're doing this intentionally, lower shares.
もうやめようよ
So that we can get somewhat around the true end.
私だって真帆を本当に殺していいのかって悩んだわ
Oh!
ここで殺
Not fandom!
真帆に殺された両親が
Don't you dare be sour! Clap
復讐のためだけに
for your Nepgar platinum pillar hats and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it
殺さな
is.
ければならないのよ
Wait, seriously?
消えて
Damn!
負けるわけには
Sorry to hear that. Holy shit.
確実に
Now, I did this on purpose, again. Because when you have the option, you can restart
強敵だけど
and you can try again.
戦えば大丈夫
両親の敵
もうやめようよアンリちゃん
So we're gonna go through a few runs of us just getting killed.
だって真帆を本当に殺していいのかって悩んだわでも
Because I need to lower the shit out of my shares.
真帆に殺された両親が浮かばれないじゃない
So I legitimately want, the goal is to make sure we get to the,
自分を信じて頑張ろう
復讐の邪魔をするな
もうやめようよアンリちゃん
私だって真帆を本当に殺していいのかって悩んだわでもここで殺さなかったら真帆に殺
I'm
さ
gonna
れた
get
両親
killed
が浮かばれないじゃない
one more time.
強敵だけどいつもみたいに戦えば大丈夫
両親の敵
Yep. Alright, got me with the bazooka. I think they did that intentionally, really.
アンリちゃん
私だって真帆を本当に殺していいのかって悩んだわでも
And also a machine gun.
殺さなかったら真帆に
I mean, that's
殺された両親が
technically pretty damn
浮
cool.
かばれないじゃないそれに復讐のためだけに生きてきたのに目的を
That's it?
失った
God damn it, no.
復
Fuck.
讐を胸に生きてきた意味がなくなってし
Stop.
まう
Stop.
だから絶対に真帆を殺さなければならないのよ
I almost got it. Okay. So, yeah, my window of destruction. Leave me alone with your fucking machine gun. I'm actually more worried about the machine gun than the bazooka. Ow. Dude, stop, stop. Ow. Oh, cool, cool. Ready? Getsuga Tensho! With shades!
アホちゃん
Hey, that's it? Damn. That did fuck all.
ヤチが謝るのこういう時どう言葉をかければいいのかわからなくて
Oh man, I got a good dodge out of that.
足決めたよ覚悟して痛い
Yeah, I'm not doing this ever again. Solo runs on this are dumb.
まだ終わらせません覚悟してください
撃つ
Okay. See what I'm doing here? I'm doing trickster. Trickster, trickster. Sword trick. Okay, I can't resist. I'm sorry. Wait, now she summons orbs that have machine guns too? She has some interesting, unique abilities. Hopefully. Thank you for stopping by, man. Oh. Uzis are bad. No, I get it, I get it. You like using your bazooka. See what I mean by percentages being really off? Percentages for this game are off. Perfect. Getsuga Tensho with shades, and it does the JOB. Oh, perfect. That's how I want it. Dirty and faceless, waiting to heal your destruction. On my own, invisible warrior, I am a wind of destruction. Oh yay, we're doing a fucking past arc. My favorite. Don't you just love past arcs? Chapter 9. Hey yo! I'm gonna have to call you emoticon because I don't exactly know what that means. Oh, the thick, black-haired waifu. Huh. Oh, you mean Greyheart. She's Maho, I believe. From an alternate timeline.
森暗すぎ。きっと近くの村じゃ迷いの森とか言わ今どこにいるのかな。迷った時は地図を見ましょう。いやー、お腹すいたね。そこはホログラフはご飯なんか食べないよ
I believe so,
と
yes.
ころでしょ。ごめんギアチ。
Apparently, one of the timelines actually follows the conquest ending. I believe it's in the bad end. Keep in mind, I don't know enough about it. My source of citation is tvtropes.org and Wikia. I don't have any other means of having sources. So until we get more information, pretty much, yeah. Usually the problem with Japanese sources is, people who don't understand Japanese will miss out. Look at that boy run.